Hello, welcome back to Galactic Reviews. And this week we watched the movie Reagan. It's essentially just a retelling of Ronald Reagan's life, both from his Hollywood actor career to all the way to his presidential candidacy, his presidential, I guess, when he was in office as president, and his later years, the after years of his presidency. I'll go ahead and start by saying I thought it was fantastic. I thought it was good. I thought Dennis Quaid did a good job as Ronald Reagan, the main actor. Thought he did a good job. I don't really have many complaints for this movie. I thought everything was well done. It's more so like a retelling for like an autobiographical kind of standpoint. I thought everything was good. Most of the characters were likable. Most of the characters were well written. They do a good job with the characters, the Russian dictators, a lot. There were some funny moments in the movie. There's a quip when they show the president getting shot, and Ronald Reagan says when he's under the surgery table saying, I hope you all are Republicans." And then the doctor then says, "Sir, after today, right now everybody's a Republican." Like quippy one line, and apparently that was did actually happen,
Yes, I
or
do. I do
something
remember.
similar to that effect. So
Yeah, I do remember hearing something like that did
that was
happen.
funny. I am curious to see how accurate a lot of this stuff is, but I'm assuming a good portion. I'm assuming some of it is written in a way to be made into a well-made movie, and I thought this was. Yeah, I thought it was good. I'll give it I'll give it an 8.5 out of 10. It was good.
Yeah, no, I think I'll have to give it the same. I really enjoyed this movie. I want to read the book that they based a lot of this off of.
Yeah, yeah, that'd be really good to do.
Um, yeah, I want to read that book. I mean, I know the gist of what Ronald Reagan did,
Yeah,
but not everything in between. So that's why I'm not sure how accurate like the filler parts are,
yeah.
but if they're pretty much all based off of the book or most all of it book or first-hand accounts,
Hmm.
then I feel like this is a very, very accurate representation of
Yeah.
what he did in his life.
Well,
Um,
if I c-
so
I will say there is one thing that I know that happened that they didn't talk about was or they briefly mentioned the media did not like Ronald Reagan, at least during that time frame. I
I
know
mean,
the media
they
kind of gratifies him now, but
yes,
at the time frame they did not.
you could kind of see that when he was running for his presidency, I think the second time
Yeah, but they
with all the
mainly showed
commercials.
true, but they a lot of people would also say that's mostly just either people putting that out themselves or
I mean, it
young
was
people
yes, but it was
doing essentially
commercials
the same
on
thing that are
yes, but
kind of being done nowadays.
it was commercials on TV, and back then normal
True,
it those were mostly companies and corporations putting those out to
true, but
sponsor their work.
yeah. But also on top of that, they didn't really talk about the news agencies because the news agencies did not
Yeah,
like him. And they only
yes,
briefly mentioned the Iron Dome or the Star Wars project that was
yeah.
essentially just I think it's mentioned a little bit
It was
as the reason
mentioned
why
only,
Gorbachev did
yeah,
not sign the deal originally, because it was just defense missile use. Basically, it was a missile gets fired at the USA, the US fires a missile to attack that missile and nothing more, and intercepts that
yep,
missile and blows it up in the sky before it ever
yep.
touches down Earth. And it got trashed because of how abusive the news outlet was to it. So it ended up going to Israel, and that's the thing that Israel uses to this day to fight off most of the Palestine missiles that go, not Palestine, Iran, basically most of the other Muslim countries
I
that
was
hate Israel.
I was gonna say pretty much everyone else that's around Israel.
Basically everybody around Israel.
But yeah, no, I thought this was a very good historical movie.
Yeah,
And I think it is, we need more movies like this that show important historical figures
Yeah,
accurately
I
in
wish it would have done
a
more, but it did a good job.
I mean it did what it was needed and could do within 2 hours.
Yeah, without like pissing a lot of people off with the way that the news media is portrayed and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
It made so many like there were a few things that made me curious because I don't know if they deliberately did this, but there's a lot of things that Reagan does or that are done to Reagan or by Reagan that are very similar to things that are happening currently with Trump in some areas. Where Trump,
Oh,
like
okay.
one thing Ronald Reagan says is, "Were you happy? Were you happier 4 years ago, or do you want to do something? Or do you want to?
Yeah.
Are you happy now, or were you happier 4 years ago?"
Yes.
Ronald Reagan says that. Trump has been saying that recently as well. So there's a whole bunch of those comparisons in there that make me go, I don't know if they did this deliberately or not.
They could have because I don't know. I'm not 100% sure if Reagan is. I think there's one other president that um besides Reagan who was president for 4 years, lost his
Reagan didn't lose.
second term.
Reagan didn't lose his first time. That was when he was
No, no,
like
no.
going
I'm
in.
saying no, no. He he was president for 4 years. He lost for his second and then went back to try for presidency later on.
No, I don't think Reagan did that. Reagan
Was
had two
pretty sure.
terms.
Were they back to back? Oh
Yeah,
no,
yeah, yeah.
yeah, they were
Yeah,
back
that
to
was at the
back.
beginning when he
That's
was like,
right. No,
how
that's right.
how's it been going now? And then how were you better under this other party 4 years ago? Like that's kind of when he was
That's
making that
right.
comparison.
Because yeah, because he had lost the first one.
Yeah, too. I
He
think
tried
Gerald Ford.
to Ford.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
that's
only
right.
one
I
other
got
one
it.
that's done that
Timeline mixed up.
the only president that I can, if I'm remembering this
Um,
correctly, was Grover Cleveland, who won a term, lost the next term, and then won again the next term after that. I think it's Grover Cleveland.
yes,
So
Grover Cleveland. Are there any
no,
others? I
just the
think it,
one.
no, just
Well,
Grover Cleveland.
just the one for now.
Yeah, I thought there was for two. I
Well, there's
guess
about
not.
to be two.
Hopefully,
Yeah, hopefully, because
hopefully.
I would like to have cheaper gas.
That is fair.
So, but
That is
yeah,
fair.
I definitely enjoyed this movie. I would say more than I thought I was going to.
I will 100% agree with that because I'm not a big fan for biographies for movies.
I can,
Um,
depending on how they're done, and
yeah,
this one was
depending on
done
how they're
really
done,
well.
and this one was done very well.
Yeah,
So I would 100% watch this movie again.
yeah.
Um,
I told Andrew I'd buy the DVD for this movie when it came out. He was like, "Oh, so you really liked it?" I'm like, "I thought it was good." So
I mean, that's always a good like go-to. Like,
yeah,
you know it's good when you want to go buy it.
yeah. Well, can't really buy much of them anymore nowadays.
That is true.
Buy them while you
Just
can, because
yeah,
in a while you won't be able to own any of the movies anymore
yeah,
on streaming.
it'll be like a VHS tape or cassette, like a relic.
Yeah, it'll be a relic at some point.
Yep, a
You
relic
won't
of the past.
you won't own anything and you'll be happy.
Big Brother's always watching.
Yep. Did he make that speech where he's like, I'm from the government and I'm here to help? I don't know if he made that one. I know he made a lot of his ones that I've seen online, but I don't remember if he made that one.
I don't
I don't
remember.
recall that one, but that would have been telling if they would have done that one.
I don't specifically remember.
But no, that the movie was good. I got no complaints about it except for that thing where like they breeze over the fact that the news outlet kind of made
Yeah,
fun of him a
they
lot.
breezed over however, I say I did enjoy the fact of this movie wasn't just focused around him. It was focused around him and the people that helped him
Yeah, the people
as a
around him
group.
and stuff. Yeah.
Specifically his speechwriter. I really,
Yeah,
really enjoyed that because I mean, yeah, he's a very important person. He wrote
yeah.
all of his speeches. So I really enjoyed it. As I said, I would 100% go back and watch this movie again.
We could only see it at AMC. Let me see.
I mean, I think that's it, it was only out at AMC anyways.
Yeah, I wonder why that was the case.
I don't know if it was because others didn't want to show it or if they had an agreement with
Maybe, maybe.
AMC.
I don't know. I have no idea, but that's got me kind of weird. And I don't think it's only AMC. I've seen Regal was also having some showtimes,
Oh, they did.
and Regal and Cinemark. So I wonder why Epic didn't show it. But
Well,
whatever.
and even when they were showing it, they only showed it like twice a day. I mean,
That's I don't want to say that's telling, but I'm not the happiest
yeah.
about that.
Yeah,
But
I mean,
whatever.
it is what it is. I understand they probably didn't think it was going to do well, or they
Yeah,
didn't want to show it.
or they didn't
That's
want
one
it
of the
to,
two options.
or they didn't want it to do well.
Also true, also possible.
So, but yeah, no, it was a good movie.
Yes. Yes, if you haven't seen it, I would recommend 100% watching this movie.
Yep. Wherever you can. I don't know where you can, but watch it wherever you can. It'll go on
Yeah.
streaming at some point. So,
Oh yeah, I'm sure of it. Thank you for everyone joining us today. Hope you guys join us next week while we go over the new or yeah, the new continuation sequel. Is
yeah,
it a
sequel.
sequel?
Yeah, it's a sequel.
Sequel for Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice. Hit that like button, let us down in the comments know whether or not you like everything. I'm in a
Let
pain.
us down in
Look,
the comments below.
let us down in the comments below. You know, I didn't really, this one was out of pocket 100% because you know I don't do outros like this.
I know. Let us know down in the comments below whether or not you agree or disagree with our take on the Reagan movie.
Specifically disagree. I want to know all the disagreements. All
Yeah,
right.
like what did we get wrong? What did they omit from the movie? Let us know.
How much of a fool I am. Let me know. Insult. I need all the insults right now.